Hey everybody, Dave here, Wags Automotive again, and I showed you guys a video last week of the S10 frame I got here behind me. I got it all power washed, got it back in my shop. It's time to start working. It's time to get this thing going. Bear Dog's freaking out. All right, Bear Dog, it's okay. Okay, so I got this kit from Russ D. It's supposed to be either a bolt-on or a weld-on kit. To mount a 46 to 54 Chevy truck body to a S-frame, S10 frame. And if you guys don't know, the S10 regular cab long bed frame is like an inch, or maybe not even an inch, maybe 3/4 of an inch difference between the wheelbase on that and the wheelbase on a 48 to 54 Chevy truck. Now, if you got a extended cab, you probably got to cut it with the long bed. You probably got to cut the frame down. If you got a standard cab with a short bed, you probably got to extend the frame out. So depending on what you got, it will make a difference as how it fits. But fortunately for me and Bo, saved him money on paying me labor, I was able to find this standard cab long bed S10 locally here. And I've parted it out. I've gotten rid of most of the parts on it. All I'm going to need is this frame and, you know, the rear end and the front suspension. I've got all that, and Bear wants me to pet him. And so I haven't opened these boxes. I got them last year from Russ because I was planning on doing this down in North Carolina. But as you saw in my other videos, the metal work on the cab was way more than my nice little brother pretended it was going to be. But, you know, I mean, it is what it is. He didn't do it on purpose. He didn't know. But anyhow, I got this kit last year sent to me before I even left to go down there, and I didn't even get to open it, and I have not opened it. So today I'm going to do an unboxing. We're going to see what's in here. I don't know. I did ask Russ to send me printed instructions because I don't like trying to read off my phone on a PDF or whatever. I mean, if I have to, I will, but hopefully there's some printed instructions in here. We'll see, but let's open these up and see what's in this box. I don't know. You're going to find out what I find out. And, you know, Russ D makes a great kit, so if you look online for Russ D parts, 48, 54 Chevy trucks, you'll find his mounting kits. So anyhow, and from what I understand from what Russ told me here recently, Code 504 is now out of business, which I don't know why, because these builds are becoming very popular now. So Russ D is like swamped with orders now because he's took over Code 504 stuff. So anyhow, he's busy, but let's open these boxes up and see what's inside, because I don't know. Let's find out. All right, here we go. This is box 1 of 2. Taped up really good with fiberglass tape, which is good because it's a very heavy box. I will tell you a little bit of a funny story. When I talked to Russ last year, he told me that he used to put all these kits in one box because a large priority mail box, you're allowed 70 pounds, up to 70 pounds in a box. Well, so he'd put all the parts in one box. And for some reason, they kept getting lost. The UPS people kept losing them. They couldn't find them. They disappeared or whatever. So he decided he was going to start putting them in 2 boxes. And after that, they all of a sudden stopped not getting lost. So I guess you can't put 70 pounds in one of these boxes, even though they say you can. But anyhow, that's no big deal. All right, here we go. Here's the first box. We got a bunch of parts in here. I'll kind of tilt it this way. See all that? He's got it packaged real nice and neat. He does a really good job of packaging it. And I got, you can get this kit 3 ways. Okay, you can get, if I remember correctly, anyhow, you can get a kit that's everything's flat, and that's what all fits in one box when everything's flat. This one doesn't, but you can get a kit where everything's flat and you put it in a vise and bend it yourself, he makes it very easy to do. Or you can get a kit that's a weld-on kit that's pre-bent and you just weld it on, locate it and weld it on. Or you can get a kit that's a bolt-on kit. And I like the bolt-on kit because I can bolt it in place here, and then when I go down to North Carolina, if I have to move it a little bit, I can still unbolt it and move it a little bit. And when I'm done, when I actually get it located where I want it to be, I can just, you know, put a few tack welds along the sides of the brackets, weld them to the frame, and I can even pull the bolts out of the frame and weld the hole shut, and it's a welded kit after that. But I like this, you know. And I mean, I was gonna say if you had the truck, if I had the truck body here, I could, you know, weld it on, but that's really not true because you don't know exactly how it's going to fit until you get all the brackets in place and then you try to set the parts on there. So, you know, I don't know. So I think I'm probably just going to drill it and maybe use small 3/8 bolts, you know, to drill through the frame and mount this. And then when I'm done, we'll take it down to North Carolina and we'll see how it turns out. So without further ado, let's dig into this thing and see what we got. And another thing that he's done here is really cool. He's marked it, so that's really nice. Let's see. All right, so you got a channel here that's welded. It says RB front leg, running board front leg. So this is the brackets for the running boards. He gives you those, and I won't need those because the running boards are in North Carolina. So I won't even mount these until I get to North Carolina. But there's 4 of those in there. They're all marked. Really cool. So this is a running board. Okay, yeah. These are the 2 front legs, and these are the 2 rear legs. So you can see there's a little bit of a difference in them in height. See that? And like I said, they got holes. These are slots to mount the running boards with, and they've got holes in the sides where you can mount them to the brackets that they. Well, I'm not sure. There's probably other parts of this in here, but anyhow, there's holes here where you can mount them to the other brackets. So there's the running board legs. So we won't need those. We'll set those aside. Okay, what else we got? We got a couple of these rear bumper frame side. Rear bumper frames. Okay, it says rear bumper frame side. So I believe the rear bumper, there's probably other pieces in here that go on the frame and maybe on the bumper itself. And by the way, he did tell me that he's made new bumper mounting brackets that are a different design, I guess, than probably what's in here. So I have them in here, but he's going to send them to me, but I don't have them yet. So when he gets those to me, I can show those to you. Okay. And we have got bed. So these are bed mounts, and it says ×4. So there should be 4 of those in here. There's another one. So I'm assuming they bolt to the frame, and then the bed sits on top of them. Okay, so there's 1, 2, 3. Let's see. Man, he's got this thing. He's got this thing down to a science. Uh-oh. I don't. Well, I don't see a 4th one. I see 3. I don't see a 4th one. All right, well, we'll have to look. Maybe it's in the other box. So there's 3 of the bed mounts. You can see they're just channel iron, and I don't know how well I'm going to find a piece I can show you guys what I mean when I said you can get the kit that's flat and you bend it yourself. Okay. All right. Here's a couple brackets. This says core. So this is the radiator core, I believe, the front radiator core. And it's got a couple little pieces welded on here. Maybe that's to line up to the frame or something. I don't know. So I got a couple brackets there, L brackets. Passenger cab rear. Okay, so this is the passenger side cab. So this is going to bolt on this side of the frame. So it's going to bolt like this. This is going to bolt on the frame. The cab's going to sit here. And he told me you do use your stock S10 mounts. Let's grab one real quick. So here's a mount. These aren't too bad a shape. Yep, see that? Fits right in there. See that? Fits right in there. Let me sit down here. So here's one of the mounts off the cab. This is the rear cab mount. So it sits right in there. So I got to cut the rear cab mounts off and replace them with this. So I definitely have to remove those from the frame. I was wondering if I had to or not, and obviously I do. Okay. So that's the cab mount for the passenger side. And then we've got Driver's side, cab mount. So again, it's the same thing. This here is, hold on a second here. I'm not sure if that's what it is or not, but I'm guessing that these running board mounts probably go inside of there, it looks like, and bolt through and holds the running boards. That's what I'm thinking. I'm not sure if I'm right or not, but I don't see any instructions in here, so I'm not sure if I've got them in here anywhere or not, but we'll see. All right, then we've got a couple more mounts here. Core upper. Okay, this is for the upper radiator core, so that's the upper part of the radiator core. A couple brackets there, and I'm going to try to show you on. Well, actually, let me try to show you. Yeah. Okay. Okay, yeah. I'm trying to find a good piece here to show you what he means when he has the flat kit. Well, I guess this little bracket here is a good one to show you on. I can show you on this one. Well, let me show you on this one. It's better. So this bracket right here would come to you. Let me get in front of the camera so I can see. Make sure you guys can see what I'm seeing. Okay. So this bracket here would come to you guys completely flat, and if you look, I don't know if you can see this or not, but it's attached, still attached to this section here is still attached to this section on the very end there and on the very end down there. So there's only about maybe 1/4 of an inch of attachment there. And what you do is you bend this piece up into place, and then you weld it on this side. See that? See how you welded it? So you can buy the pre-welded kit. That's what I did. But this piece would all be flat. This here would be flat. You bend it up, bend this one up, and then you weld, here and here and here. So this would be an open gap in here. This would be an open gap. That would be an open gap. So you weld those shut, and then you got well, in this case, you got the core bracket, upper core bracket. So that's how it comes if you buy the flat kit. If you have got a welder and you got time, you can buy the flat kit. I chose to not buy the flat kit because of time. I didn't want to, if I'm welding all this up, Bo's paying me to do it, so it's a lot cheaper to buy the whole kit for him anyhow. It's a lot cheaper for me to buy the whole kit already welded than to pay, or for him to pay me, my hourly wage to weld this. So I bought the whole kit. So anyhow, that's what that kind of looks like. You can see, if you look in there, you can see the slot where the two pieces are detached. It's attached right down here in the corner. Can you guys see that? See that? And then this is detached in the middle there, and then it's attached in that corner. So you just basically, he makes it really easy to bend. You could probably clamp this thing in a vise and take a pair of vice grips and put on these things and bend them, I'd say. But anyhow, that's what that looks like. That's how he makes them pre-bent ones. Okay, so we got the two upper core brackets. What else have we got? I got a whole bunch of these, and it says cab ×8. Okay, I'm not sure where those go. I don't know. Where's the cab mount? Cab mount's on the floor. Okay, here's a cab mount. Oh, I wonder if these may go like this. I don't know. I have to figure it out. So maybe they go like that. And if you notice too, there's in this cab, and I just remember that there's 4 holes here, so you can set the cab at different heights. So if you want your truck, dragging the weeds, you can put it down here. If you want it up high, you can put it here. I think I'm going to put mine on the second one if I remember right. I think that's 4 inches off the ground. So that gives you a pretty good set for it. I don't think Bo wants his truck dragging the weeds. So I think I'm going to probably set mine on the second hole, but I can't remember for sure. Okay. We got 2 more brackets in here. Let's see what they are. It says radiator corner closeout. Okay, so I think you got to modify the body of the truck to fit this frame, and you got to modify the frame, of course, to fit the truck. And this is a piece that you use as kind of a filler panel for the radiator. Okay, so then there's 2 of those in here. All right. Okay, now I'm going to try to pack all this stuff back in here because there's a lot of it. All right. You can tell he's done this a few times because the way he's got this thing, all this stuff packed in here. Okay, these were back in that corner. Just trying to put this stuff back the way it was so it'll fit. I don't know if I'm going to be as good at it as he was. Okay, let's see. It doesn't have to be perfect because I don't have to mail it, so I don't really care. Back and there. I only got 3 of these bed mounts on this kit. I'm not sure why. I hope the 4th one is in the other box because this is box 1 of 2. So I'm hoping the 4th one is in the other box. We'll see here in a few minutes. I don't know. I hope it is. All right. Yeah, I'm not as good at packing this stuff as Russ is. He knows what he's doing. I can't get it fit the way it is. Okay. All right. So that's box number 1. But I got no instructions. That's not good. Oh, crap. Okay, and there's my body mount. All right, let's open up box number 2, see what's in it. Not door number 2, box number 2. Okay, here we go. All right, box number 2. That's interesting. Here's a flat bracket here. I think he threw this in at the last minute. I believe this is to mount the master cylinder, or the brake booster to the firewall on the 48 Chevy truck. But again, if you look at it, now this is what a bracket would look like when it's flat, okay? This, if you buy the kit that's flat, this is it. So you bend it wherever those notches are is where you bend it. So I'm gonna have a little bit of a ledge there, and then I'm gonna have a little ledge there. So when I bend this, it's gonna be kind of a box shape. I guess I don't bend this one. And I'm not sure how this goes on to the cab of the truck, but I believe that's for mounting the master cylinder, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. All right, this says rear bumper middle. So I guess this is the rear bumper, middle brackets for the rear bumper. But again, he said he's sending me new brackets, so I'm not sure if I'm going to need that or not. We'll see. Radiator closeout middle. Okay, so I had those 2 radiator closeout pieces, the L brackets in there. This is the middle piece that goes probably in between those 2. All right, what else we got? We got, okay, here's motor mounts, small block Chevy motor mounts. There's those, because it's getting a small block Chevy in it, so that's a pair of his motor mounts. Okay, and they just bolt on the frame well, I think these bolt. He may have sent me some offset brackets that allow you to move the motor back and forth. So I think these bolts onto those brackets, if I remember right. Okay, what else we got? Transmission. Okay, this is the transmission. It says trans center. So this is the actual transmission mount, where you mount the transmission to the cross member. So I'm not sure what cross member I need to use, but this is the mount for that. I got to find that cross member. Okay, what else we got? passenger front bumper. Okay, this is the bracket for the passenger side front bumper. I'm not sure how it goes on the frame, but as you can see, it's bent and welded for me. So we got two of those. There's a passenger side. There's a driver's side. Again, front bumper bracket. Oh, wait a minute. Bingo. There's my bed times 4. There's my 4th bed mount. Okay, so I got that. Thank goodness. All right, cool. And then I got a bunch of L brackets in here again. Okay, transmission frame side times 2. 2 per side, it says. So these are the transmission cross member pieces. I think these bolt to the frame, and then you're supposed to get like a piece of angle iron, if I remember right, to go across to mount the transmission to the frame. So, but this thing actually has a mount in it already. I don't know if I can use it or not. It may not be in the right location. But if I can't, I'll use these, and I'll have to get myself a piece of angle iron. But I got 4 of those. It says 2 per side, so you use 2 on one side and 2 on the other side. Dang, Russ, you got some porosity in that one, dude. That weld looks horrible. What the heck? I think you ran out of gas on that. Look at that. That's a horrible weld. I'm about to re-weld that one. I don't like that. All right. No big deal. I can re-weld it. I know how to weld. Okay. All right. I'm just giving Russ a hard time here. Okay. We got another big bracket in here. It's not... Well, that's weird. This looks like a rear cab mount bracket to me. And I've got... Well, wait a minute. No, maybe it's a front. Maybe it's a front cab mount. Because there's another one. Yeah, there's another one in here. Okay. Because this one isn't marked, so I don't know what it is. Passenger. Okay. Yeah, passenger. So this is the front cab mount. And again, I've got a set of cab mounts that are on the S10 frame. So this is the front cab mount for that. Okay. So these look a lot like the rear ones. And again, I'm pretty sure the running board angles that I showed you guys, they go in here and they're adjustable, of course. So that's what that is. All right, so I got those 2. I got this, let's see. It says trans side. Well, where's those transmission? Name side. Okay, so maybe those go like that. But it says 2 per side, so I'm not sure. I need the instructions. But anyhow, this says trans, so I got these 2 brackets that go on the frame, and then this one here, it almost looks to me like it goes like that, and then you get a piece of angle iron and run it out across the frame to where you need it to go. I think. I don't know. But yeah, I'll have to figure that out. So I got 2 of those. 2 of those transmission brackets. Let's see, how do they go together? Alright, so that's pretty much all of it. I got to put this back in here. I guess he's practiced a few times. He knows what he's doing. Okay. I don't need this paper in here because I'm going to be using this stuff, so I don't care. And it doesn't need to go back in here perfect either. Alright, so I do not have any printed instructions here. I could have sworn I had a set, but I don't know. I don't remember. I've contacted Russ and he said he's going to send me some new ones, but he hasn't yet. But I sure do need them. Alright, so that's pretty much all of it. Oh, wait a minute. No, it's not. Hold on. Rear bumper. Okay. Alright, so yeah, I don't have a lot of bumper stuff in here anyhow, so I'm not sure if it's all there or not. Oh! I got this, and he did send me this separate. This is, so if you when you mount the cab onto the frame, the 48 Chevy truck cab, it's got the 48 Chevy truck, at least mine, now the 49 to 54 may be different than the 48, I can't remember, I think it is, but mine had a single mounting point in the center of the cab in the back. and there's nothing mounted on the outside. I think there was cushions on the outside if I remember right, and there was a single mounting point in the middle. Well, of course, with this kit you mount it differently because you use, you know, those big metal brackets that I dug out of there that go on the frame. That I got to cut the old mounts off. So these go inside the cab, and your mounting hole for your cab mount. So here's your cab mount. So your mounting hole for your cab mount, you know, goes like that, and that bolt goes through there. And then these brackets here, you bolt these to the floor probably with like 4, you know, 3/8 bolts or something. And this mounts the cab directly to those mounts that he supplies. So these are the cab mounts. I know that because I remember he didn't give me these and he sent them to me later. So that's what those are. And I don't think there's any instructions in here. Nope, there's not. Okay. Nope, no instructions. Crap. Alright, so that's basically the end of the unboxing video. I don't have any instructions, but I'm going to see if I can try to find something online because I need to get work on this thing. I got to get this thing done and get out of here. So that's the end of the unboxing video. I mean, you can see all the parts. They're real nice quality. They're real heavy. I mean, this is, you know, I mean, these things here are probably 1/4 inch thick, pretty close to 1/4 inch thick steel. The other stuff, it might be 3/16, but it's thick, heavy steel. I mean, these mounts are probably as thick or thicker than that frame is, so they're going to be very strong. But let me see if I can find some instructions, and we're going to get started taking this frame apart and get it these new mounts put on it, and get it prepped and get it ready to go down to North Carolina. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Keep watching. We're going to start making videos on this 48. Talk to you later. Bye.